What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about flags, right? So let me quickly show you what it is. Okay, so before I start showing you what it is, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell to get more content. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, so what is a flag? Okay, a flag is when you are it's a continuation pattern. Okay, so when we are in a trend, okay, the market gives us a flag, some continuation patterns such as flags, wedges. Okay, so these are the patterns that we are most likely gonna be using because we are going to be trading the trend. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of reversal trends, so we are gonna be catching more continuation trends other than reversal trends. Okay, so let's jump into it. Okay, so a flag. Okay, a flag is when we are, let's say, we're in a downtrend. Okay, yeah, like that, right? As you remember from our market structure, we say that when we are in a downtrend, we'll be creating a series of lower lows, right? So in a flag, this right here, when we've got when market pulls back a little bit, this is where we're going to be getting our flags, right? So a flag is like this. Let me draw it afresh. Okay, so a flag is like this. We've got our pole here, then the market trends back like this, right? And then we've got another pole, right? So if it's a downtrend, you have to take note of this, right? Okay, so in a downtrend, the market will be creating if the market is in a downtrend, the flag must be creating a series of higher highs, right? And from the bottom right here, you should be able to draw your trend lines. So it's very important to be able to draw trend lines. So if you haven't watched how to draw trend lines, check out my video. I think I'll leave the link in the description below. So the flag is the pattern that I'm gonna be using most for the future strategies that I'm gonna be showing you. Okay, so let me quickly give you an example of a uptrend market. Okay, so in an uptrend, the market will be creating a series of higher highs, right? So on those pullbacks, that's where we're gonna be getting our flags right there, right there. Okay, so in a downtrend, in an uptrend, I mean, here when we've got our pull right there, then the market pulls back like this. Okay, and then we've got another pull. Okay, so if it's a if it's a downtrend, if it's an uptrend, the one if our flag want to see the market creating a series of lower lows, right? So we draw our trend lines right there. So for a flag, we enter right here when the market breaks this structure here. Okay, let me do that. Okay, when the market breaks out there, we enter our first trade. Okay, so for flags, most probably there's it's an impulsive move. So most probably after a flag, we're gonna be noticing an impulsive move. So example like this, then we've got a flag. When it shoots out, it's an impulsive move. So we're gonna be catching this fast trending moves. Okay, so remember our entry points are the breakout, and if there's a retest, we add our entries. Okay, so let me show you some examples that I noticed today on Boom 500. Okay, so as I said, okay, so right here we've got let me use this example right there. Okay, it's an impulsive move down to make our pull. Then the market pulls back, creating a series of high highs. Then we got another impulsive move. So right here, this is our flag right there, right in here. That's our flag. So as you can see, this is this is the pull, the first pull right there. Then the second pull. That's our flag right there. Okay. So that's what we're gonna be looking for. So you just have to notice an impulsive move. Then the breaking in the market structure, break the trend line. Okay, So right here we've got what? Impulsive move, then pull back, creating what? Higher highs, right there. And then when we break out there, and we've got our what? Retest, we enter for an impulsive move again. Okay, so that's what we're gonna be doing. So the flags is one of my favorite patterns. So that's what we're gonna be using for what? For most of our entries. So a flag is a great confluence when we've got what? Let's say we've got what? Let me draw this one for you. Okay. So let's say we're in a what? In a downtrend, right? Okay. Right there. Okay. We're in a downtrend right there. Okay, let me draw this again. We're in a what? Downtrend, right? So let's take for example you draw what? Your trend line somewhere in here. Okay, right? So when we what? When you see the what? The market pulling back to what? To this trend line with a flag and pull when it reaches what? This trend line here, it's most probably that the market will reverse there at that point because we have got what? A flag in a downtrend. Okay, so when the flag reaches the what? The trend line, most probably it's gonna be respected because it's a continuation. A flag is a continuation pattern. Okay, so a flag is a great confirmation, and I'm gonna talk about what? Wedges as well. Okay, so a wedge is almost similar to what? To a flag, but a wedge will be okay. Let me draw that a wedge for you. So it's the same pattern. They are both called continuation patterns. Okay, but for a wedge, we're gonna be creating something like this. Okay, we're in a downtrend, right? Then the market does something like this. Okay, so for a flag is what? A flag is not compressed. It's sort of like a rectangle, sort of like a channel, a small channel, right? So, but for a wedge, we're gonna be creating what? A small triangle. Okay, so for a wedge, we're gonna be noticing something like this. Then there's gonna be what? A triangle right in here, a small triangle. So this is what? The wedge right there. Okay, so when the market breaks out of that wedge, we've got what? Our sell trend. Okay, so that's our what? Our confirmation pattern. Okay, so let me look for other examples on crash 500. Okay, right here. Okay, I think this is the chart where I noticed some other flags. Okay, okay, so right here we've got a flag here. Okay, right there. Okay. So we've got what? An impulsive move. So first for your rules, there must be an impulsive move either to the upside or downside, right? Then for the pullback, it must be a pullback creating what? Opposite what? For example, here it's a what? It's a downtrend, so it's an uptrend, so the flag must be creating what? A series of what? Lower lows, right? Okay. So right here, this is our what? Our flag right there. We're gonna draw it like something like this, right? So that's our flag, and we've got what? Here we breakout, pull back to the what? To retest, then we shoot up again. Okay. So that's what we are gonna be doing. So you must practice in order to what? To okay, I think I see a larger flag here. Let me go to the 5-minute chart. Okay. So a flag doesn't always have to be small. Okay. So for example, right in here. Okay. So this is a flag right here. Okay. So right here, you can notice what? An impulsive move, right? Right there. And then our pullback, creating what? A series of lower lows, series of lower lows, series of what? Lower lows, right? So we enter on what? On the breakout of what? Of this flag right here. This is the flag right there. Okay, it's a larger flag of, but for the 1 minute we're gonna be noticing what? Smaller flags, right? So on the breakout of this flag right there, that's when you take our entry. And for, let me give you the rules, okay? So for a flag, we said you must first have an impulsive move, then pull back, creating Alright, then another impulsive move. So this is the impulsive move that we'll be waiting for, okay? So right here, when for the rules, you must first notice the impulsive move one, this first impulsive move, then a pullback, right? Then after the pullback, you draw your trend lines right there. So for our entries, we say that we are gonna enter on the breakout of this trend line there. Okay. So when the trend breaks out, this is where your entry right there, and then your stop loss is going to be on top of this flag right there, and then your TP. It's not most of the time, but it's better. Okay. So your TP most of the time you measure the number of pips in this impulsive move, then that's the same number of pips that you're gonna be targeting on the second impulsive move that we are gonna be waiting for. So it's not always that the market to create the same number of pips, but so it's better to aim for half that price, or have that number of candlesticks, or you can just take your profit in somewhere in here, like there, right there, where there is a pullback to the first to the peak, where the market started creating a flag. Okay, so that's about it for flag. Let me look for other examples just to make this clearer for you, so you must train your eyes in order to notice these patterns quickly. Okay, so right in here I can see another flag, though it's a small one, impulsive move, then pullback creating at higher highs there, draw your trend lines, then that's impulsive move. So as you can see from this example, okay, this is almost the same number of pips right there. So you're gonna be targeting the number of pips that you count in here, and the number of pips that you count in there. For those that don't know how to count pips, okay, you just pull in your crosshair right here, and then measure let's see how many pips this was. Okay, this was 60. Okay, and then you pull it again right here. This was 55. Okay, although it's close, it's not always going to be the same number. Okay, so this is what I want you guys to practice, and that's what we're gonna be using to catch our trends. Okay, so right in here, there's right here, there's a flag. I can see two flags here. Okay, so there's an impulsive move, then a pullback creating lower lows. Okay, you draw the trend line, enter on the breakout. Okay, so that's the first flag that I see. Okay, and then after that impulsive move, I can notice another impulsive move, then a flag. Okay, in fact this looks like like a wedge. Okay, because the market is narrowing somewhere in here. It's a flag. Okay, I think I will post another video on wedges, since we didn't get quite a number of examples in here. Okay, so that's what I want you guys to practice, and that's what we're going to be using for our entries. Okay, so if you like the content, like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, so stay tuned for more.